This tutorial video will show you how to navigate and use the Group Membership tab in the SAGE Formative Assessment System. You'll use the Group Membership tab if you want to collaborate or share resources with any other teachers. It can be with teachers in your own school, in your district, or even any teachers in the state. It's a statewide assessment system, and every teacher in the state should have an account with SAGE. And if they do, you can create a group with them and share resources. So here's how we do it. From the Group Membership tab, you've got two options here. You can create your own group, or you can join a group using a passcode. And once you create a group, SAGE will give you a passcode that you can share with other people, or you can invite people to the group with their SAGE email address, which is usually their school email address. So let's create a new group. Click the Create New Group button. You've got to give the group a unique name. I'll call this SAGE Group Demo Group. Description's optional, so I will skip that for now. And that's really all the requirements. Once you give the group a name and click Save, you will now be listed as the manager of that group. You can add new members to that group with their email address that they use in SAGE. So I will add my, I have another training account here, so I will add that account and add. And then I can make that account a member, a contributor, or a manager. So a member of a sharing group can search and view the contents of that group through the group library, and I'll show you that in Browse Resources. A contributor will allow you to save resources to that group, and that's how you share things in SAGE. You must share them as a resource, not as an assignment. Assignments cannot be shared. Once you choose to make something an assignment, you can no longer share it with other people. To share activities or resources, you must save them as a resource and then save them to the group or library that you want the others to have access to. And then a manager will allow people to add resources to the group library, view the group library and take resources or use resources from that, and then also invite new members. So I'll make my other self a manager of this group as well. If I enable open admission, what that does is it'll generate a passcode for me and give me a URL that I can just share out. So if you don't know everyone's email addresses that you want in this sharing group, then you can copy this URL and send it out to anyone that you'd like to share with, or post it on a website, or whatever you'd like. You can also set a password if you want to make sure that you don't get people in your group that you don't want to have in there. All right, so once I have a group created, how do I share resources with that group? Start back here at Browse Resources. And again, I like to tell the teachers I work with that in SAGE, the process of creating an assignment from scratch, adding questions or activities to an existing assignment, or sharing them with a group or in your own library, the process is all the same. You start with Browse Resources, find the resources you want to add, and then save those as a resource, and then you'll be asked where you want to save those to. So let's just do a quick search here. I will choose the Formative Item Bank. You can see now that I have, here's the group that I set up, or SAGE Group Demo Group, there it is. I also have my own library, and then I have access to my school library to save resources to. I'll choose Content, and now that that search is done, I have 7 items here that I can add to my resource cart. Normally, as a good educator, I would go and preview each one of these items. However, for demonstration purposes, I will just add a few items to my cart. Okay, I have 5 items in my resource cart. Now to share these items as a resource to my group, I click the resource cart and then click here, Save as Resource. This takes me to the Create New Resource page. I must give the resource a name, and it's important. This is how you and others will find this resource in the group or in the shared libraries. Okay, I can give it a description again if I'd like to. There are 5 items If I want to delete any of those, I can preview the items that way. And then these are the assigned standards, but then here's the library that it's going to be shared to. I can share things to my own library and any groups that I have access to. I will choose the SAGE group demo group that I created earlier, and then click Save and Publish. Okay, takes me back to my search results. So how do I verify that that actually got saved? Again, we go back to Browse Resources, because sharing a resource means saving it to that shared library. And so I'm going to show my search panel, hit the reset button, and then I'm only going to search that shared group library. Click search, and I should have exactly one resource that comes back. That's the name I gave it. If I want to preview what's there, that one resource has those 5 activities, and that is now available to any other users that are in that sharing group. That's it for creating and joining groups. Let me know if you have any questions.